Yo, what's going on, guys? Nasher here, back with another NHL 20 video, and yes, today is finally the day we get to see some actual gameplay. The first trailer that EA released was more of a hype video. We saw the cover reveal, we had Austin Matthews, obviously a little bit of gameplay sprinkled in, but nothing that showed an overhead view of the new gameplay. Today, I think we're finally going to get some of that. We have a nearly 3-minute video with nothing but gameplay, and this is going to be my first time watching it, so you're going to get a live reaction of my thoughts on what we're seeing. Then of course we're going to go back, slow it down, pause it up, and see what NHL 20 is all about. Just to clarify, this video is not an ad. I'm not being paid to say any of this stuff. All right, I'm just going to give you my honest thoughts, good and bad, on what we see in this gameplay trailer. So without further ado, let's hop on in. All right, let's do this thing. A couple cinematics to kick it off. We got gameplay innovation and Ben Ross, gameplay producer,
delivered a revolutionary new skating engine that overhauled control and responsiveness in our skating. In NHL 20, we're using the same cutting-edge technology to deliver RPM.
Okay, so NHL 19 obviously focused more on the skating side of thing. It looks like NHL 20, the main feature that we're really getting in the gameplay is the new shooting, which is a big part of the game, to be fair. Maybe some new goaltending in there as well.
2.0, NHL 20 now looks, feels, and plays better up and down the ice.
It's tough to tell what's going on here with the cinematic shots.
And introduction of signature shots.
That shot right there was pretty nasty, I'm not gonna lie. The little wraparound short side cheese. Potential future glitch goal.
Whether you're Austin Matthews setting up a toe drag wrist.
We got more of these signature shots, which we saw in the last trailer a little bit. We got PK Subban with the huge wind up. Austin Matthews with the toe drag snipe. Obviously Ovechkin there as well.
In addition, RPM Tech
really like that.
Contextual shots.
So it just adds kind of a unique flair to every single player that you're using.
In NHL 19, shot animations lacked full coverage, meaning players took unrealistic or ineffective shots. In NHL 20,
way too much in 19,
shots allow the player to take the correct shot in the correct situation.
Looks like NHL 20 that
multiple factors
does kind of fix it up. Was that a backhanded one-timer? He sort of just kind of shoveled it onto the net.
Passes will force the player to have to
I'm liking the look of this so far.
And strength, where precise passes will result.
There's some more overhead shots which I really like. That one honestly didn't look too much different than 19. But I love that little shovel pass. Like sometimes you just gotta throw pucks at the net. That was another 5-hole goal.
Tech also adds another level.
Our 5-hole goal is actually gonna be the play in 20. I hope so. I love shooting 5-hole.
A player would enter a glide and lock trajectory when
explosive transitions,
forcing the player to slow down or lose responsiveness. In NHL 20,
so this is more about
explosive transitions
pickups. When they grab the puck, they're immediately going into a different movement, whereas in 19 there's kind of that brief period of time where you don't have control of your guy. Good addition as well. We've heard about seamless puck pickups for years, so not holding my hopes up.
The expansive tool set to control the puck, too often resulting in soft.
Here's our new goaltending stuff.
In NHL 20, goalies in position.
I never realized how just bad that looks. Just those rebounds, Jesus. NHL 20, it looks like a couple new goaltender animations. Love the redirect to the corner, very realistic.
Their positioning and how they handle the puck.
The desperation kind of turn around, grab the puck.
Explosive transitions.
Okay.
For goalies. NHL 20 delivers the most.
We're getting close to the end here. Looks like we got a good mix of stuff.
Making the game feel better, play better, and look better.
Okay, there is your first look at the new NHL 20 gameplay. I gotta say, with what we saw there's nothing too crazy being added or changed to the game. It sounds like they're really just putting their focus into those minor details that makes the game better as a whole. Now, what will that actually look like when we piece the whole game together? I'm not sure, but from what I saw, I really liked it. The contextual shots, I think, is going to be a difference maker from last year to this year. Just throwing pucks on net, having the ability to shoot at multiple angles. We saw a backhander one-timer. We saw shovel passes towards the net and even 5-hole goals, which we haven't seen in years. So that was my first time seeing the trailer all the way through. Let's go ahead and bounce around here and find some of the key moments of this trailer and see what we can take away from it. Up first, we have RPM Tech, which is the real player motion that they integrated last year for the skating. This year, it looks like they have shifted all of their focus from the skating towards the shooting, as we see a lot of different shots happening on the screen rather quickly. But really, this is what stood out to me. This pickup right here, the fact that he just puts his head down, grabs the stick, and makes his way up the ice right away. I think that's going to be a huge feature, something very small. You may not notice it at first, but it could make all the difference in the world. So the RPM text section is kind of just what they use to make all of these animations and to make it look the way that it does. Now we'll get into the more specifics of how it actually impacts the gameplay with the shooting, with the pickups, and with the saves. Up first, we have these signature shots, which we saw a little bit of in the last trailer. This time, we see a lot more. This right here was one of my favorite parts of the trailer. I don't know what it is about that angle, the wraparound, short side cheese over the goalie's shoulder. Love the look of that. Then finally, after all those cinematics, we get our first look at some overhead gameplay. Watch as the pass comes across to that open one-timer, Stammer doing the signature Stammer shot. I thought the pass looked a little bit awkward the way it came out of the stick. There wasn't really a windup. He kind of just like flicked and then the pass went to Stammer. I don't know if it just looked weird because of the overhead angle, but the pass looked smoother. Like, it looked like a better pass to pull off. But I found the animation just to look a little bit strange. We'll see though. Of course, some more signature shots here from some signature players. This one, the toe drag Austin Matthews snipe. I love the fluidity, how you can just grab the puck, pull off a deke, and shoot it right away. Usually there's that buffer time where it's tough to make the play that you want to make after pulling off a nice move, so hopefully that'll help us with some highlights. Obviously, signature shots look pretty good. My question is, how is it going to apply to other players in the game? Now, you have your huge PK Subban windup. You've got the Alexander Ovechkin one knee, one timer. Are other players in the game going to be able to do that? Like with the third D pairing defenseman, can I pull off the PK Subban shot, or is it only for PK? Because if that's the case, we'll only have like, what, 10, 20 different animations where there's a whole league of players that won't have special shots like that. I don't know what it's going to look like. Up next, we have contextual shots, which is probably going to be the biggest difference from 19 to 20 from what I've seen so far. This is going to be the most helpful in scoring those realistic goals. Just looking at the old NHL 19 footage, it is so clunky, and this doesn't happen just like once or twice a game. This is like once or twice every single play up the ice that you try to make. So it looks like they finally addressed that. This is one of my favorite shots right here. The Brinkcat goes with like a little backhand scoop. Sometimes you're not looking for the perfect shot. You got to just throw pucks on net with the angle that you have. And it looks like we have that. This one right here, obviously a little toe drag straight into the backhand. I talked earlier about the potential for highlights this year. I think we're going to have a lot more of those montage moments, those sick toe drags, stringing together multiple dekes, and then being able to bury it on the tendy. Now we kind of get a behind the scenes look at what's going on in the engine. So if you make that perfect pass right to the stick where your player is sitting, you're going to get a perfect one-timer opportunity. If your player has to adjust and move their feet a little bit to make the goal happen, you're not going to have quite the same power on the shot. And how about this? A breakaway, and we get a 5-hole goal. I'm hoping 5-hole is the way to go this year. I would love to see some more creative, like 5-hole finish tucks. Up next is explosive transitions, which is kind of just EA's different wording of seamless puck pickups. We've been hearing it for the last literally 5 years. How bad the puck pickups are. They're still not where they need to be. And we see some NHL 19 footage here just showing how clunky, how slow they are. It's like you pick up the puck, you wait a second, then you can move your guy where he wants him to go. This year, it looks like it's actually somewhat smooth. Now, we only see the cinematics of this, which is a little worrying. We don't actually see the overhead view of how this looks on the ice, but that pickup there from Evander Kane, he looks back, grabs the puck, and he's moving straight forward. I love to see that. So I don't know, man. We've heard about seamless puck pickups for so long. I just don't know if we can take it from this trailer and know that it's actually going to be good. But from what I saw, I mean, I'm just taking it from what I could see in the trailer. The pickups actually look good. It's nice how you can grab the puck in the corner, pick it up, and make that turn right away instead of awkwardly running into the boards. Instead of having that second of delay, you get to move right away, and hopefully it'll increase the skill gap a little bit as well. Last but definitely not least, we finally have some changes to the goaltending. So they've added a couple new goaltending animations, especially on the rebounds. We see NHL 19, you just throw pucks and always, no matter where you shoot it, it somehow bounces right to the front of the net for an easy rebound goal. This year, look at these, especially this one from Carey Price. He uses his stick, deflects it to the corner, and there's not an opportunity coming from that. So I love the look of this. I don't know what it's going to be like for ESHL goalies. Is it just going to be automated animations, or is this something you can actually do to manually control your goalie? We'll just have to find out. And as this trailer finishes up, they show one last pickup here. This is probably my favorite one. I don't know why they didn't show this in the explosive trailer. Everly reaches back with one hand, brings it forward, and is quickly up the ice And that about does it. We get one last one-timer from McDavid, a bit of the new presentation there in the corner as well. And that is our first look at NHL 20 gameplay. Overall thoughts on this trailer, I really liked what I saw from this. It wasn't like there was a huge standout feature, but a lot of the minor things that they're changing to kind of piece together a more realistic game will hopefully make this feel a lot better. My personal favorite section was the contextual shots. Having the opportunity to throw pucks on net from any angle at any time is going to be huge. It gets rid of a lot of that clunkiness that we've seen in the last couple of years where your guy just spins, completely whiffs on a shot, and it goes to the opposition. Along with that, you have the deking in the mix as well, so you can pull dekes off and then go directly into shots instead of it being a deke, a delay, and then you shoot when it's too late to actually score off that shot. So I'm hoping that we'll be able to score a lot more highlight reel goals this year. All that to say, I think there's a lot of potential with what they have shown us so far. It's just how will this actually translate when we have the controller in our hands and when we're actually trying to make these plays. I'm hoping it's going to be good. I'm hoping it's going to be realistic. And most importantly, I'm hoping it's going to make the game more fun. Anyways, that'll do it for our first look at the brand new NHL 20 gameplay. I hope you guys enjoyed this trailer reaction and breakdown. I had a lot of fun with this one. If you guys found this video helpful, be sure to hit the video with a like. Also, subscribe for all of your brand new NHL 20 news and updates. I'll have stuff coming out right when it drops. And that's going to do it for this one. Have a good one, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace.